All right, good morning, everybody. So we're going to have a lot more on the Bengals coverage coming up in just a few minutes. But of course, we are talking about redoing homes across the U.S. We have a very famous guest, Ken Corsini, in studio with us, talking about what you guys specifically do. A lot of people go out there and they think, I'm going to be a flipper. You've done a few. So you're going to be my expert on this.
All right.
How do you do that successfully?
So we flipped a lot of houses,
Yeah.
like you said. The trick is just knowing what you're good at. If you're good at picking up houses, acquiring houses, managing renovations, you stay in that lane. Where you're not good, find some expertise.
Okay.
Find a mentor. Find a good GC to work with and fill in the blanks. But really, at the end of the day, flipping houses comes down to buying houses.
Yeah.
Because if you don't buy at the right price, you're not going to sell and make money. Because that's the whole point of flipping houses, right?
Sure.
It's to buy low and sell high. And so for us, a big part of what we do in our business is really focus on the buy side. Where do you find those deals? And a lot of people go straight to MLS.
Okay.
They think, all right, I'm going to MLS, I'm going to get a real estate agent, I'm going to find a cheap deal. Well, MLS is packed with people,
Sure.
right? It's very competitive. So one of the things we do in our business is we focus on finding off-market properties. Where do you find those gems, those diamonds in the rough that other people don't know about? And that's sort of been the key to our success over the years.
Okay, so you're in Cincinnati talking about this. How can people access this information and get that expertise?
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. So we've actually, over the years, having been on HGTV,
Yeah.
so many people came to us and said, I want to flip houses. Teach me how to flip houses. What do we do to flip houses? And we actually said, okay, you know what, let's do this. Let's just figure out a way to partner with people around the country and flip houses together. And so we formed Red Barn Home Buyers,
Yeah.
which is a franchise specifically dedicated to helping people in Cincinnati learn how to flip houses using our systems, our resources, even our financing, where we partner together and flip houses. So somebody that's in Cincinnati right now thinking, wow, I'd love to flip houses in Cincinnati. It's redbarnhomebuyers.com, redbarnfranchise.com. It's a great place just to reach out to us.
Well, and I've watched your program a number of times. You guys have fun with it, which is really good for the TV cameras, but it can be daunting, and that's why you do need the experts.
It's not for the faint of heart.
Right.
It really isn't. And we do make it look easy in 22 minutes
Yeah.
on HGTV.
No doubt.
I get that. And it's unfortunately not that easy.
Yeah.
And so even if it's not us, find a mentor, find somebody that's done it before, that's gone before you and had success in it, and reach out to them. That's really the best way to get into this.
But also, too, you guys have the rubric that kind of says, this is how you do success.
It really is a system. Now, I've been in this 19 years.
Yeah.
We flipped over 1,000 houses. It took a long time for us to develop the systems, the strategies, the tools that work. And now it's one of those things we sort of handed over.
Yeah.
So this is what works. It's a system you can plug right into. And that's, to me, it's like shortcutting people to the front of the line.
Well, and two, you want, obviously, the ROI to be, paramount. But what do people often spend too much money on? Just this is off the cuff. I'm just wondering.
Gosh, it's so funny. And there's always tension between
Right.
husband and the wife.
Right.
One of them wants to make it perfect. The other one wants to make money.
Yeah,
Right? And
yeah.
so, obviously all the fun stuff, the kitchens and the baths, and they'll just go overboard where you have to be. Really what I tell people is focus on the inspection first.
Yeah.
Before you do anything else, get an inspection on the house.
Good bones.
The good bones, the nuts and the bolts. Because when a buyer comes around, what's the first thing a buyer's going to do?
Yeah.
They're going to order an inspection.
No doubt.
And if it's ugly, guess what? You lost that deal.
All right, Ken, real quick, tell everybody again, the business, where do we go? Where do we find information?
Yeah, so it's redbarnfranchise.com. You
Okay.
can check us out. Hey, we're actually going to be here in Cincinnati tomorrow night, and you can register for a free event, 6 o'clock at the Courtyard in Midtown.
Nice.
Just an informational event to talk about the potential of partnering with us here in Cincinnati.
Plus, if you want to meet these guys, they're here in town. I mean, what a day to be here. We have the Bengals, we have Green Day, we have Smashing Pumpkins. Ken, we have everything for you, bud.
It's going to feel like Atlanta traffic around here, I have a feeling.
Thanks for coming in,
Thanks
man.
so
I
much.
appreciate
Yep.
it. All right, so of course, Frank and Jordan are out live for us this morning at Paycor Stadium with the latest on everything Bengals.